Yeah, so hello friends, welcome back in once again in the next lectures of the Swift series. So in today lecture we will discuss about variadic parameters. So what is the variadic parameters? A variadic parameter accept zero or more values. We can all read about the variadic parameters in the Apple documentation. So here the definition according to Apple doc, a variadic parameter accept zero or more values of specified type. You can use a variadic parameter to specify that parameter can be passed as varying number of input when the function is called. So it means that we can pass in the variadic parameter a zero value or more specified type. So write variadic parameter by inserting three period characters like this after the parameter type. Here is the example given for the variadic parameters and calculating the mean here. So we can implement this example or we can take another example. So I am copying this code here and I have already created a playground project for the variadic parameters and I am inserting this code here. So we will try to modify this code and check how we can use variadic parameters in our example. So here is the arithmetic mean is calculating with this example. Suppose we are taking a another more easy example, like we can say sum of numbers. So here we just calculate the number and return here, not calculating the mean of the numbers. So this is the like this. So here we are passing the parameter of type double, and here three dot we are using for variadic. So we are using three dots after the data type. So suppose I am taking here another variable result and assigning this value sum of numbers, calculating the numbers, and we are passing into the result. And suppose here I am printing the result variable. So here is the result and here this. So suppose now I will run it and check what will be the output. So here you can check that result is 15. So result is calculating each numbers here. So we are passing here number and number is here, and we are using here a for loop, and every time number is calculating with the total and we are returning here total. So in the variadic parameters we can passing here any numbers. It's a no limit, 8, 9, 10. How much you want you can pass here in the variadic parameters. So we don't need to specify how much number we are passing here. We just adding the numbers in the list and passing here. Here is the numbers, and here numbers is the type of array we are getting. So number is getting an array of elements from here. Suppose I try to print the number here. So number will be array. We are using the three dot here, so the number we are getting here automatically converted to an array of the elements. So it's a complete double type array. So we are passing here and we are using for loop for getting the elements from the array. So it's the number is the array and we are getting from each element from the array and adding into the total and returning from here total. So all the elements, when we return from here, the total of the all the elements is 55. So we are returning here. So suppose we are getting here a double type value. So suppose we are using here variadic parameter, so it's behave inside the function as an array. So suppose here we can pass here another element. Suppose we can use here string Gyaan. Suppose I am passing here two string. It can be more than two, it can be 4, 5 and many more you want. So here is the error is showing that we cannot pass string value into the double. So we can use here string, and now the number we can use here any other variable. We can take here name. Suppose we can take str, and now str is an array So here array name is now str, and here str1. We can take here any name. Str1 we are taking here, so we will add here str, and the total of the string we are returning here. So total, yeah, so return type is also here double, so we return from here string value, so like this. And now I will try to run it. So now it will return a string type value. Yeah, so here result is coding Gyaan, and str is now in array, because we can take here name like this array string. So for the understanding purpose, it's array str, because we are getting here array of the strings. So we are passing here two string, it can be more than two. Suppose here, yeah, so suppose here we are passing four string, so we need not do anything here, because this is an variadic type argument, so it can accept any number of strings we can pass here, so it will just add here. Yeah, so all the four string are adding here, we are not giving here any space, so we can add here space. It's like this. And if I try to run it now, then all the four string will be show with space. Yeah, so all the four string is now printing here with space. So we are using here a shorthand operator, so we it's equivalent to this. We can use here also total. If you are confusing here, so we can take here like this. Yeah, it's working like this. We are adding into the total, it will work equivalent to this. Yeah, so now all the string is added here. So we can use the variadic operator like this. We can pass here any type value and we can use here. So we can pass zero argument also in the variadic parameter. Suppose we are taking here in another example. Suppose I am commenting this and I am not passing here anything. So check what will be the result for it. Yeah, so here you can check that not any type of error is arising here, because I am not passing here any argument. So we can pass here a blank argument, a zero argument, or we can pass here any number of arguments. So it's the power of the variadic parameters. So I think it will be the helpful. Thanks for the watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel for the more valuable videos.